How's everybody doing? I am alive and fine and well. This was 8 days in. So last Thursday I got ill. Um, can't do any testing for the C-19. I wasn't in contact, as far as I know, with anybody out of town, kind of deal, out of the country. And so at the beginning there was no testing, so I wasn't able to do the testing, but had all the symptoms: dry cough, headache, fever wasn't above 100 Fahrenheit. So I just stayed in bed for the last 7 days or so. So today was kind of my first day feeling okay. No more headache. My head's not stuffy anymore. It's kind of like I had the flu. Um, Not sure if it was the C-19, but the dry cough was definitely there. The fever was there for probably 3 days. It was mild. I get it. I get it if people have breathing problems and that kind of thing, elderly people. So we really got to be careful. What it's really made me think about was is just really how connected we are. The whole world, as humans, we're connected everywhere. And this week of isolation, I'm kind of an introvert. So yeah, I'm an extroverted introvert. I like people for a certain amount of time, and then I need my own space. My wife, on the other hand, is extroverted, and she recharges around people. I need my alone time to recharge. But in the 7 days down, it's just really realizing how connected we all are. Really feeling bad for the food industry, the drink and beverage. I hope those guys can hold on. The other day, just kind of got my voice back too. The other day, I went for a mandatory outing, and we went to the coffee shop just down the road. And while I was in the drive-thru, I was looking at my cup being handled, and it was being handled like there were so many fingerprints on that cup. Now that I'm sensitive to touch and masks and all that stuff, so it just makes me really realize how connected we all are. We're all connected very intricately, whether it's through business, spiritual life, emotional life, through everything that we buy, and we come in contact with so many people. So that was just interesting how connected we all are, and how we're going to shut this COVID down. The strategy behind it is just kind of doing the self isolating and that kind of thing. And hopefully we'll be out of here for, I would imagine it's going to be another 3 to 4 weeks. I could look back on this video and go, oh my goodness, it was like 4 months. But I think that in Canada here, I think it'll be another 3 to 4 weeks of this isolation downtime. And so that's kind of my update, and how I'm doing health wise. And then I kind of wanted to touch on spirituality, and in this time of epidemic, of chaos, of uncertainty, what are you doing to take care of your spiritual life or emotional life? For me, I'm horrible at it. I'm just sick in bed. I don't really plug into anything. I'm not, in miss meetings, and just miss the world. Period. And I don't do a lot to keep on spiritual, emotional health. Just trying to eat and take some cold meds, and probably watch Netflix. That's kind of my go-to. And so now getting my head together, and trying to um, get strength emotionally and physically and spiritually, and looking at all of this out of the lens of addiction. I'm a recovered alcoholic and drug addict, and have been that way since my journey started in 2005. And I can't imagine being down at ground zero in 2005 and seeing what's going on now. That would be really tough for anybody, homeless, big groups of people that need to be fed, and all that. That's chaotic down there, I'm sure. My hearts and prayers go out to anybody that's struggling, fighting for their life down at a homeless shelter, down on the streets. That's a hard go right now. My heart is with you. So what I've come to realize and understand is that I actually have addiction. Alcoholism is a spiritual illness. It's a disease, a dis-ease, a disease of ease and comfort. And so I know for me, I was always looking for ease and comfort to quiet the voices in my head, my insecurities, my fears, my resentment, all that stuff. When I put alcohol or drugs into my body, that was my ease and comfort until it tried to kill me. And so this is what I would call a spiritual disease, and so I have to have a spiritual solution. So for me, kind of getting back on my feet, I haven't really been taking care of my spiritual fitness. Watching TV and sleeping doesn't necessarily count. It kind of puts everything on hold. But I actually have a spiritual disease. I have a disease of addiction that keeps getting stronger. As I get older, it gets stronger. So my spiritual fitness actually has to continue becoming fit, getting fit, staying fit. I guess would be the right phrase. I kind of look at what is spiritual fitness. How does that look? Physical fitness, I get it's, you go to the gym, you do some cardio, never miss leg day, and it's improving your cardiovascular, your physical strength, making gains, as they say, and you do all the things accordingly to help that, whether you're taking protein powder or vitamins or amino acids, that kind of stuff. You're giving yourself an edge to your physical fitness. I think for spiritual fitness, I look at a deeper concept of it. So I look at maybe spiritual principles. The benchmark is to my spiritual fitness. How are the spiritual principles in my life looking? Like what's the measurement of it? What's the metrics of it? How am I making gains in my spiritual life? So I look at the principles. I look at honesty, hope, surrender, and courage. Those are the kind of the forefront first four of them. I look at integrity, willingness, humility, love, responsibility, discipline, awareness, and service. All of those to me are a collective of 12 spiritual principles. And then I can look at the condition. What is my spiritual condition? What is my physical condition? Right now, my physical condition, I'm just glad to be talking and sitting upright, and then figuring some of this stuff out that's going on in the world. So my spiritual fit condition, what is the conditions of fitness? And so I look at number one is I'm fit, spiritually fit. Number two, kind of going down a rung, I guess you could call it, is I'm physically or I'm spiritually stressed. The next one would be spiritually depleted. And then the last one I think would be, I don't know, you could call it spiritual depletion, being spiritually drained, maybe being spiritual bankrupt. I'm not really sure. But I think in fitness, we're in between those four. So either fit, stressed, depleted, or drained. And then I look at those spiritual principles and I look at all of those words and see where I'm at in them. Seeing if I am being honest in the things that I'm saying, the things that I'm thinking, how I'm communicating. Am I living a life? Am I a life of hope, or am I hopeless? Am I surrendered to the spiritual ideologies, the spiritual values and beliefs that I've come to hold on to? Am I acting out of courage or fear? Am I walking with willingness and integrity and in humility and being loving to all that I come in contact? And then am I aware of myself? Am I taking responsibility of my emotions, of my condition, spiritually, physically? And am I being disciplined? And then I think, am I being a service to others? Do I have purpose? Do I have meaning? And so I kind of look at those four levels of fitness. One being fit, stressed, depleted, or drained. And then I can put in some measurements, some metrics. I think metrics are always good. Um, I think number one, meaning and purpose. Does my life have meaning and purpose? Is my spiritual life have meaning and purpose? Am I being a service to others? Am I passing on the message that was given to me? Am I taking my time and helping others out? Am I being giving? Am I being supportive? Am I being a cheerleader to others? Am I helping others through the same process that people help me through? Am I taking time to do that with other people? How is my outlook on my life, on my future? Am I somebody that's complaining? Am I somebody that's negative? Or am I positive? Am I full of thanksgiving and gratitude? Is that how I'm leading? Is just I'm grateful to be here. I'm grateful for our medical system. I'm grateful for an app called Zoom that everybody's on now. Am I grateful to be connected in cyberspace on Facebook, on YouTube, that kind of stuff? Or am I just looking at the bad side? Am I looking at how many problems do I have instead of the one or two that I'm grateful for? And then decisions. Am I making good decisions? Um, am I making decisions dependent on me and what I can get out of it, or am I making sound decisions on other people and how I can be a service and a help to them? Am I quick to forgive? Am I forgiving? Um, or am I defensive? Those When I see defensiveness, when I see I'm just I'm unable to have empathy and see somebody else's side. Um, I think my spiritual fitness is not doing so well. But when I'm quick to forgive and slow to speak, then I might have a greater spiritual fitness going on. Another one is respect. Do I respect others? Am I respectful of myself? Am I respectful of the world around me? Do I have boundaries? Do I have boundaries for myself and for other people that are healthy? And then I like the word engagement. That's a good metric, is looking at my engagement. Um, is it about what I can get out of the world, or is it what I can give back? Can I be a useful tool in for God, for the kingdom of God? Can I be a useful tool um, for the newcomer? I always think of, I can see where my spiritual fitness is um, what I see about the newcomer. What if I'm looking for the newcomer? Am I thinking about the newcomer, or does that horrify me and I just want to be alone and I look at a newcomer as an inconvenience and as an emotional basket case and as a burden? Or am I engaging a newcomer? Um, that's a great metric to see where you're at spiritually. Um, and so I know in this time of being sick, I don't know where you're at emotionally. There's so much going on. There's so much stress. There's so much anxiety. I know my parents are getting up to the 80s. And I'm like, Nana, Ba, do not leave the house under any circumstances. You must be isolated. We'll send groceries. We'll get toilet paper if you run out. Whatever needs be. I see our culture and our society, and it was this mad rush to get everything, to hoard toilet paper and food, and it was just chaos of people just trying to take care of themselves. And I think stores and retailers have taken some responsibility and put some good measures in line and have the social distancing going on. And I think some of the grocery stores are a much calmer place. But man, hearing reports from cashiers, and they're touching money. Ah, money's gross now. Um, anyway, uh, where are we at spiritually? What's your spiritual condition? What's your emotional condition? What's your physical condition? We're all connected. Um, we're all here to help and serve and be a benefit to others and to my family. And so I can do that through maintaining a good spiritual fitness program. And so that's kind of what I want to leave with you today. My health update. It's taken 8 days to kind of get my voice back and back on my feet. And then just really want to take care of my spiritual condition so that I can be a service to others. And hope that you can too. My prayers are with you. My thoughts are with you. If you need anything, if you want to comment, share, please do that. I will get back to you. I will message you. We don't have a whole lot else going on. Tell me how you're doing emotionally, spiritually, and physically, what you're doing to be a service to others, or if you're just consumed about self and how our lives are going to change and what drastic measures are we taking. All right. We'll talk to you soon.